Alright folks, it is Matthew here. We are back, and we're now going to investigate Case 45, the final case of the Rhine Canyon District. As you just saw, I investigated my 100th case, the ties that bind, which Colonel Spangler was murdered. Now, let's get to this one. I want to thank these guys for helping me in, Nick, Ingrid, and Hadi. Let's see. No place like home. Matthew, Andrea has asked me to go with you to the abandoned fairground to meet Randolph. Are you sure we should go, though? I mean, does Andrea seriously believe that Randolph is an alien? And what if something goes wrong? Colonel Spangler tried to help Randolph, and look where that got him. Of course, Matthew, an order is an order. Let's head over to the abandoned fairground and see what Randolph wants from us. This abandoned fairground gives me a major helping of the creeps. What if there are killer clowns? You're right, Matthew, I need to focus. We're here to meet with Randolph, but I don't see him anywhere. I'm not the biggest fan of the idea, but you have a point. If we split up, we can cover more ground. Randolph must be around here somewhere. I bet you'll find him first, Matthew. I think I already have. Always starting with my inspiration, Ace Charming, aka Trevor. Oh gosh, it is him. I can see the bike. Got them all. You found Randolph in the shooting gallery? His chest was open? Don't tell me he's dead. Oh my goodness. His organs are just out in the open for all the world to see. First Spangler was killed and now Randolph? He's the most harmless person we've met in Rhine Canyon. Who would do this to him? You're right, we must focus on the clues. This fairground is abandoned, and yet this claw machine looks like it's still working. Whatever that claw machine is hiding, you're sure to find it in no time. And that card has an oddly familiar moth design, doesn't it? I'll get your dusting kit so you can uncover the information. Well, I have to autopsy Randolph. I'm gonna grab a bunch of stars, and I'll be right back. Okay folks, I got me some stars. Now let's I'm gonna examine the claw machine first. Wow, bloody paper. Oh my goodness! The page you found in the claw machine is covered in blood. You're right, Matthew. If we get the page to Jan, he'll be able to tell us exactly what we're dealing with. Three hours. Okay. Faded card now. Otto Schmetterling. There we go. The card you found at the crime scene belongs to Otto Schmetterling? He was a suspect in the murder of Burt Montana, wasn't he? Schmetterling's setting himself up as some kind of collectibles dealer now? The card says he trades in the occult and the bizarre. Creepy. Sure, there are collectible items at the fairground, but who would he trade with? The only person hanging out here was Randolph. I'm with you, Matthew. Let's ask Mr. Schmetterling what his car was doing at the crime scene. Oops. What does Mr. Schmetterling have to say now? Of course I left my card at the fairground, Commissioner Matthew. I leave my card anywhere bizarre collectibles can be found. I had heard that there was a real-life alien in Ryan Canyon, and I had to see it for myself. His name is Randolph, I believe. You seriously believe Randolph was an alien? Yes, I have been handing out my card so people can contact me if they find him. Would you be interested in helping me? I would pay handsomely. We don't have time for antiquing, Mr. Schmetterling. Randolph was murdered. Oh, what a shame. Well, I can always scout Area 61 for another alien. Area 61? What's that? It's a secret military base where all the aliens in Ryan Canyon end up. Or so I hear. But it's hard to get in if you're only a human. The desert heat must have gotten to Mr. Schmetterling. Area 61 involved with aliens? That's crazy. I know Randolph was convinced he was an alien. Colonel Spangler thought so too. Maybe someone at Area 61 was also a believer? But how will we get into Area 61? The security is too tight. You let me worry about that. Go to Area 61. I'll call Judge Dante. You'll have your clearance in no time, Matthew, or they'll be sorry. Thank you, Andrea. See the belt, there's the torn paper. Red light. There's the cap and the tablet. You know, I think this Area 61 place might be even creepier than the abandoned fairground. Where is everybody? You're right, Matthew. We're not here for conversation. We're here for clues. What have you found? The camouflage pattern on that tablet seems military. I'm sure you can unlock it and see if there's any information about Randolph. I agree that torn paper doesn't belong out here. You'll piece it back together in no time, I'm sure. I'll get a couple more stars, I'll be right back. Alright, I have some more stars, let's examine the locked tablet. GX, yep. AQE. Okay, it is the U.S. Army. You unlocked that military tablet in record time, Matthew. I see some folders. What could be in them? You're right. This looks like a job for Hannah. She'll crack this tablet wide open. How long? 9 hours. Get it at exactly 8 p.m. my time. Dr. D? The article you pieced together from Weird Science Monthly? Talk about a niche market. The title of the article is Do Your Own Alien Autopsy. Who could even do that? There are no aliens, and besides, it's disgusting. The article's author is the so-called Dr. D. That won't help us find him. Of course, Matthew, you can check the author's photo against the database. You're bound to find out who wrote the article. let's see. Jarvis Dunn. According to the database, a certain Jarvis Dunn wrote that alien autopsy article. The database also says he's involved with medical research at Area 61. You're right, Matthew. Maybe his autopsy expertise was applied to Randolph. We should go have a chat with Mr. Dunn about his article. About his article on alien autopsies? It's so nice to meet fans of my writing outside of UFO conventions. For whom shall I sign the autograph? Commissioner Matthews more interested in your autopsy work than your writing, Mr. Dunn. Dr. Dunn, thank you. I do have a PhD in biology, and I have worked on several major research projects. You have a PhD in biology and you wrote for Weird Science Monthly? That's interesting. Anyway, did any of your research in Area 61 involve a young man named Randolph? Yes, it did. Randolph and I became friends during his time at Area 61. We played a lot of word games between other tests. Unfortunately, Randolph escaped at a crucial point in my research. Randolph escaped? You make him sound like a prisoner, not a friend. Oh no, we were friends. Randolph was the kindest and most trusting alien I've ever met. Oh great, yet another person who believes that Randolph was an alien. I'll let these three run their courses. See you all for that. Alright folks, it is Matthew here. We are back. The analysis of the book page is finished. I'm going to do that before I head to work. My job. Matthew, I ran a comparison and the blood you found on that page from the fairground was definitely the victim's. Sorry to butt in, but I've seen that page before. It's from a book called Truth About Aliens. I know it sounds silly, but the book's considered a classic for UFO and alien nuts who want to find aliens among us. Well, there's so much blood on this one page that it's safe to say whoever killed Randolph was reading the book. So the killer was reading Truth About Aliens. Maybe they wanted to know if Randolph was an alien or not. Well, that's the first clue. And, you know, I think I'm going to speed up the autopsy. Well, Matthew, I guess Randolph was as human as you and me, in the end. But I do appreciate the fact that the killer did my job for me. Randolph was effectively autopsied to death. Roxy, have a little respect. Randolph may have been a little loony, but he was still a nice guy. Sorry, at least the killer had enough respect to use a proper scalpel to do the job. So the murder weapon might be a scalpel? We'll have to keep an eye out for it. There's more. His organs are squeaky clean, factory fresh. Randolph may not have been an alien, but he is the healthiest human I've ever seen in the morgue. Of course, that threw into question the little patches of color I found on his skin. They were from food coloring used in a popular candy. But judging from his insides, Randolph wasn't eating any candy, so you're saying that the killer eats candy? What kind of creep would eat candy while autopsying someone? What can I say? Sometimes you need sometimes you need a snack. Still, I leave them more to eat. Whoever did this was driven, or maybe just driven crazy. I'm going to let the military tablet run its course, and I'll see you for that. Alright folks, it is Matthew. We are back, and we're now going to get the results of the military tablet. Hey Matthew, as you might expect, I managed to decrypt the applications on this military tablet. It was standard military stuff, until I unlocked the videos and found a rousing speech from General Freeman. Take a look. Listen up, soldiers. Perhaps some of you remember Colonel Spangler as a hero, but I remember him as a bungling idiot. Towards the end of his shortened life, Spangler took it upon himself to let loose one of the visitors to our planet. Now we have been charged to clean up the mess he left behind. Our mission is to track, capture, and... Hey, you, turn that tablet off right now. We do not, I repeat, do not film Citrix. General Freeman wanted his unit to track and capture a visitor to our planet? Did he mean an alien? And he mentioned Colonel Spangler specifically. Do you think the visitor Freeman was referring to was Randolph? I agree, Matthew. We need to have our own sit-rep with General Freeman. It's time to stop this alien nonsense.
Intercourse that's painful due to menopausal changes. It's not likely to go away on its own.
About the video?
So let's do something about it.
You've got a lot of nerve coming into Area 61 and confiscating military property, Commissioner Matthew. We handle sensitive national security issues here. National security issues like aliens, General Freeman? I can neither confirm nor deny any activities that occur in Area 61. Say, maybe you can tell us more about our murder victim, Randolph. Randolph was murdered? How? We're not at liberty to discuss details of active murder investigations, General Freeman. Well played. Here's what I can tell you. We had intel that Randolph was still around Ryan Canyon. I launched a mission to bring him back to Area 61. And that is still my mission. I demand that you bring his body and everything pertaining to your investigation to Area 61 immediately. Fat chance, Freeman. Besides, people might get suspicious and start nosing around your super secret hideout. Poor Randolph. Quite a few people were convinced he was an alien and someone autopsied him to death. Were they trying to prove it? Jarvis Dunn has the expertise to have committed the murder, and he was convinced that Randolph was not an Earthling. And General Freeman wanted to capture Randolph and take him back to Area 61. He still wants Randolph's body. Matthew, you have to see this. I just intercepted a message from space. Holy God. Better get to Chapter 2. We're going to do that in just a few seconds. Alright folks, it is Matthew. We are back. And we're now going to start Chapter 2. Just real quick. Okay. No, it was not. Matthew, you have to see this. I just intercepted a message from space. Hannah, what on earth are you talking about? Do you know about SFAL, the search for alien life? Researchers at SFAL scanned the universe for radio waves in the hope of finding intelligent life. Well, I rigged my computer to intercept radio signal data from SFAL, and I just saw data not of this Earth. The data is not random, but repetitive. So far, my translation program has found the most repeated word, CREP-9. Matthew, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't CREP-9 the planet Randolph thought he was from? It's not like we believe Randolph when he said that. How can you believe you received a message from another planet? I'll work on translating the entire message. It'll probably shed some light on this. In the meantime, whether you believe it or not, Matthew's right. You should go check out the SFAL radar field. Starting out with my inspiration, Mr. Ace Charming, aka Trevor. There we go. okay? Would you look at this place? Between the stars and the sky and all these radar dishes, I feel so small and insignificant. So what was the radar field hiding from us? A bag of candy. That's what the killer was eating while they autopsied Randolph. Oh wait, that candy bag is covered in blood. There's more than enough blood for a sample, Matthew. I'll let you handle it. Please distract me. What else did you find? A torn snapshot? With your puzzle skills, I'll have the whole picture soon enough. Okay. There we go. The snapshot you pieced together has Randolph in it, but who's that guy standing next to him? His badge says Haku, and he works right here at the SFAL radar field. Haku Kamaka. You're right, Matthew. We should go talk to this Haku guy and find out if he and Randolph were friends. About his relationship with the victim? Of course I knew Randolph. He was SFAL's little starman who fell to Earth. Well, he was convinced he was an alien. I've read Truths About Aliens and he looked human to me. Anyway, we took this picture after Randolph asked to send a message to his home planet, Crep 9. And so you actually sent a message to Crep 9? Yes, I could have gotten in trouble for misuse of equipment, but hey, scientific research for the win. To be honest, it was a joke. Crep 9 is 40 light years away. I'll be retired by the time Randolph's message reaches that part of the universe. Wait a minute, you're saying that Crep 9 exists? It's a real planet? Of course Crep 9 is a real planet. Why wouldn't it be? But it doesn't matter now. Randolph's not here anymore to receive any messages from any planets, home or otherwise.
Frustrated with digestive issues that keep coming back? Try Digestive Advantage, the unique natural probiotic that survives 100 times better than the leading probiotics, so it can get where you need.
Now let's get the candy bag.
For digestive health with Digestive Advantage.
There we go. I'm sure you got an ample sample of blood from the candy bag you found at the radar field, Matthew. Now let's get this blood to the lab. 12 hours. I'll get it in the morning. And I'm going to get the rest of the stars. See you for that. Okay, folks, it is Matthew here. We are back. I've upgraded my computer to Windows 10. So now let's get the results of the blood. Matthew, I ran the blood sample you took from the candy bag, and there were some surprises. The blood belonged to the victim, which wasn't a surprise. But I also found droplets of snot from a sneeze. It was mixed with an antihistamine for allergies. Given that Randolph was in perfect health, it was the killer who sneezed on the candy bag. So the killer has allergies. I hope they're not allergic to prison, because that's where they'll be headed soon. So we know that our killer has bad allergies, which is sure to narrow down the suspect pool. I still can't believe anyone could have done this to Randolph. He never harmed anyone. You're right, Matthew. We can at least put whoever did this behind bars. And good idea. Another look at the crime scene will surely tell us more about the killer. My inspiration, Mr. Ace Charming. Pile of posters. Not my best score, but at least I did it. Look at all these crazy old carnival posters. Do you think they could be hiding something? You'll find whatever it is, I'm sure. There's a torn photo, too. Your puzzle prowess will get us all the information. What's that glass jar? The plaque says alien head. Is this a joke item? There seems to be more written on the glass. I'll get your dusting kit. I'm gonna go back to the Dalmatian. I'll get a few more stars. I'll be right back. Okay, got me some more stars. Now let's examine the pile of carnival posters. There we go. Whew, keychain. The old carnival posters were hiding a keychain? It's shaped like an alien head. Seems pertinent to the case. Maybe if he does it, we can get some fingerprints and figure out who the keychain belongs to. Time is of the essence. There we are. 9 energy coming up. Great! You collected prints from the keychain you found under the carnival posters. Hannah will track down who they belong to. $12. I'll get it tonight. Torn photo now. Wow, Randolph want it, come and get it. You pieced the photo back together before I could blink, Matthew. The message says, Randolph, want it, come and get it. Isn't that General Freeman? What's that weird object in his hand? Whatever it is, Freeman seemed to be taunting Randolph into some kind of confrontation. Excuse me. Let's go ask Freeman what he wanted from Randolph. About his message to the victim. That photo was a means of luring Randolph onto the base. I wanted to make him think we had a spaceship. You seriously expect anyone to believe that little thing is a spaceship? I knew Randolph was an alien, and as an alien, he posed a serious threat. He had to be contained. Achoo! Gesundheit. Sorry, but I have a hard time seeing Randolph as a threat, never mind as an alien. That just shows how naive you are. Can you imagine what would happen if people learned that humans aren't the only intelligent life in the universe? There would be mass hysteria. How could people go on functioning in the face of their insignificance? Even though I didn't eliminate Randolph, I'm glad someone did. Believe me, sister, you wouldn't want to stay on Earth if word had gotten out about him. General Freeman, we're far more concerned about overzealous soldiers like you. As much as I'd like to bust this dumbass, he's still not in the running. Two more energy. Now let's examine the specimen jar. Perfect for my collection. Huh. There really was something written on the glass of that specimen jar. The message reads, perfect for my collection. You're right, Matthew, that creepy skull moth symbol is Otto Schmetterling's signature. Do you think Mr. Schmetterling wanted to keep Randolph's head for his collection? We'd better go ask him. about the alien head container? Of course I wanted Randolph for my collection. Was there another alien roaming free around Rhine Canyon? I knew I had to add Randolph to my collection of the occult and the bizarre after checking my copy of Truth About Aliens. So you thought his head wouldn't be enough and decided to cut him open? Why would I do that? Even a piece of Randolph as small as this candy would have been sufficient to make me a household name, at least among collectors. Can you imagine how my reputation would have grown? The power I would have commanded at auctions? I would have been unstoppable. But now that I see he was just a paltry human, Randolph has no value to me whatsoever. I'll let the fingerprints run its course, and I'll get the last 2 stars here. See you for that. Alright folks, it is Matthew. We are back, and we're now going to get the results of the fingerprints. Matthew, why did you send those fingerprints to me? I have more important things to do. The message from Crep 9 won't decrypt itself, you know. Watch the attitude, Hannah. Finding Randolph's killer is the top priority, not decrypting a bunch of baloney. Just tell us who the fingerprints belong to. Fine. The keychain belongs to Astrid Saucer. I'm sure you remember her, Matthew. She was a suspect for the murder of the astronaut. Astrid Saucer is well known for her UFO chasing, and she knew Randolph. We should ask her why her keychain was at the crime scene.
Stop toe tucking and get the drop on Tony, folks. Ask your doctor today about marriage.
Our keychain was at the crime scene. I'm so happy you found my keychain, Commissioner Matthew. I got it when I first came to Rhine Canyon. It has a lot of sentimental value. You might not be so happy when we tell you where we found it, Miss Saucer. It was at the fairground where we found Randolph's body. His body? Randolph was murdered? I lost his keychain the last time I saw Randolph. I would ride my bike out to the abandoned fairground and hang out with him. It was just so exciting to hang out with a real alien. Alright, you're one of those people who believe Randolph was an alien. Randolph was an alien. After staying up at night after night reading Truth About Aliens and eating candy, I knew it. All I ever wanted was to help him get back home to Crep 9, where he would be less cold and much happier. This case has got my brain in a whirl. I wonder if we'll ever find out who autopsied Randolph. Otto Schmetterling claimed that he was no longer interested in Randolph, but his earlier plan was to keep his head in that creepy jar. And General Freeman believed Randolph was a threat to humanity. Maybe Freeman killed him to protect us. Poor Randolph. Astrid Saucer seems to be the only one left who wanted to help him. Matthew, I've got it. I decoded the message from my computer and intercepted from Crep 9. You're not going to believe this. See you for that. Alright folks, it is Matthew. We are back. Let's start Chapter 3 of Pacific Bay Case 45, No Place Like Home, the final case of the Rhine Canyon District. Matthew, I've got it. I decoded the message my computer intercepted from Crep 9. You're not going to believe this. The aliens come from Crep 9 are coming to Earth. Aliens are coming to Earth? Hannah, you really need a vacation. My computer cannot be wrong about this. Besides, think of all the weird stuff we've experienced in Rhine Canyon so far. Crystal skulls, a talking Aztec statue. Fine, let's say aliens are coming. How long do we have until they get here? According to my calculations, the aliens from Crep 9 will be here in under 3 hours. I don't buy this for a second, but I agree with Matthew. Anything linked to Randolph is important from the investigation. We should go back to the radar field and try to find out more about this interstellar exchange between Randolph and Crep 9.
Once you see these places as legitimate, you won't be so upset. You don't want to do things like that. It's too embarrassing. What for the name is so good at what they say?
You're looking something up for a much younger person.
Please. It's
right. Cardboard box. Cell phone. Fuel can and open diary. Okay, I better change dogs now. What do you think, Matthew? Could Hannah be telling the truth? I just can't believe aliens exist, let alone that they'd be coming to Earth. You're right. Our priority right now is to find Randolph's killer. And if you think that something in this cardboard box will help, let's dig through it. And what's this notebook? Hey, Randolph's name is in it. Let's retrieve the rest of the message. You also found a phone? Who would throw a perfectly good phone away? That's suspicious. I know you can unlock the phone, but you should do it quickly. Who knows what those aliens are going to get here? Gonna get a few stars, I'll be right back. Okay, let's examine the cell phone. Got a couple stars.
We screen the actors very carefully. We know everything about them. We know their body type, their IQ, their IQ.
Yeah, 7, yep.
Yes, just one.
And 6, yep. You unlocked the phone you found at the radar field? Great, let's send it to Hannah on the double. 9 hours. Now let's get to the faded notebook. There we go. So the notebook you found in the radar field was Astrid Saucer's diary. Her message reads, "I'm ashamed to be human after what happened to Randolph." Seems like she felt guilty, but was this written before or after the murder? You're right. We need to talk to Astrid again. Talk to Astrid about the diary entry. Miss Saucer, Commissioner Matthew found your diary at the radar fields. You wrote that you felt ashamed to be human after what happened to Randolph. Was this a confession? I wasn't confessing to killing Randolph, if that's what you mean. I was just writing out my feelings. That's what you do in a diary. Great, my allergies are flaring up again. Commissioner Matthew, I feel horrible for everything Randolph has suffered at the hands of humans, especially the military. Do you have any idea what they did to him? The torture they subjected him to in the name of science? How can anyone not feel ashamed to be human after learning such things, Commissioner Matthew? Or maybe you just felt guilty for murdering an innocent human being. Stay put, Miss Saucer. We may not be done with you. Well, she's in the running now. Cardboard box time. There we go. What did you find in that box? Hey, there's Randolph's picture on this clipboard. Is this anatomical drawing supposed to represent Randolph's body? And look at those notes. Superior vision, hyperflexibility, high resistance. You're right. There's also Dr. Dunn's name, so this clipboard belongs to him. What was Jarvis planning on doing to poor Randolph? We need to go talk to him straight away. Anatomy notes on the victim. Commissioner Matthew, how did you find my research notes? Hand them over immediately. So that's what your research was about. You were studying Randolph's physiology? Of course, alien physiology is my specialty. I was even a consultant for Truth About Aliens. Yeah, sorry, my allergy to latex is getting worse. Who knows how many human lives could have been enhanced through my research on Randolph. Eyesight restored, flexibility well into old age. Randolph was like candy. The outer shell was rather ordinary, but the goods inside were like a fountain of youth. Our coroner did mention that Randolph's body was incredibly well preserved, but you were willing to sacrifice your friend to achieve all this? Look, I couldn't get too chummy with Randolph. I am a scientist after all, and I had to maintain a professional distance. So you could autopsy him without feeling guilty? Stick around, Dr. Dunn. I have a feeling we're not done with you yet. Now he's in the running. I may speed this up a little later tonight. I'll see you for that. Hello folks, it is Matthew here. We are back. I'm going to speed this up instead of waiting until morning, even though it is technically morning where I am, 2:11 a.m. So let's get the results of the phone. Well, Matthew, the phone you found at the radar field proves that Haku Kamaka is an even bigger geek than me. Haku, the SFAL researcher, the one who helped Randolph send a message to outer space. That's him. I found a video of him in the phone's trash can. I think you'll find it interesting. Okay guys, this is huge. Remember that guy Randolph who I was making fun of the other day? The guy who says he's an alien? Well, I was wrong. Randolph really is an alien. And he holds the answer to interstellar communication that SFAL has been searching for. What he knows could change the world. Don't worry guys, I won't let him go back to Crep 9 until I have all the information I can get out of him. So Haku did believe that Randolph was an alien. Didn't he tell us the opposite, Matthew? Not only did Haku believe Randolph was an alien, but he was determined to keep him in Ryan Canyon. I wonder how far Haku might have gone to keep Randolph here. Let's go grill him about this video, Matthew. About his video message. Hello, Haku. Commissioner Matthew saw that little video you made about Randolph. What video? Don't play games with us. We know all about your plan to keep Randolph on Earth. We know you believed he was an alien. Look, it's not what you think. Yes, I did want Randolph to stay on Earth. I even tried to bribe him by offering him all my candy. But I would have never hurt him. I have so much to learn from him. He knew things about the universe that we puny humans are just beginning to understand. But it doesn't matter anymore. According to our data, the aliens from Crep 9 are coming to Earth soon. By the way, can you tell them I helped you get justice for Randolph? Maybe they'll take me with them so I can see the interstellar highway. I just hope I'm not allergic to them. He's sneezing right now. You're not going anywhere, Haku. We might return for a chat before you can even pack your bags. Now he's in the running. So many of our suspects either wanted to eliminate Randolph, pick his brain for knowledge, or worse. Matthew, the message from the Crep 9 aliens is getting stronger. They're getting closer. Hannah, we have a murder to solve. I'll believe the aliens are coming when they get here. I agree with Matthew. What's important now is to make a final sweep of Area 61. The killer could be getting away as we speak. Hopefully I'll get some extra money. bloody scalpel. Just learning the ropes after all. So what have you found, Matthew? That army crate doesn't seem out of place here, but if you think there's a clue hidden inside, please start digging. And is that a bloody scalpel? Have you just found the murder weapon? Let's collect a sample for analysis. Coming down to the end here. Did you get the blood sample we needed from that scalpel? Quick, let's get it to the lab before the killer makes a run for it. "15 hours. Piece of glass. In just a second, wow. What did you find in that army crate? Is that a piece of glass? There's blood all over it. Plus, it's perfectly round. It looks like a lens, but what for? Let's hope Jan can process this glass on the double. It might be from, those things, those binoculars. But anyway, I'll let these two run their courses, and I'll have all the stars gathered up by the time that is done. So I'll see you all for that. Alright folks, it is Matthew. We are back, and we're now going to get the results of the piece of glass. Wow, Matthew, the victim's blood got all over the place. It was even on this lens. So that was a lens. What is it used for? You'll never guess. After analysis, I found that the lens includes green phosphorus, which is used in night vision goggles. It makes sense that the killer would have needed the goggles to see in the dark while murdering Randolph. So the killer wears night vision goggles. Matthew, this could be the missing piece of the puzzle. And I'm going to go ahead and speed this up. You did it again, Matthew. The blood you found on the scalpel was Randolph's. That means the scalpel is the murder weapon. I'm happy we have the murder weapon confirmed, Jan, but we need more to catch the killer. Don't worry, there is more. Besides, Randolph's B-positive blood type, another blood type was present in the sample, type B-negative. The killer must have got nicked while cutting into Randolph, and now you know their blood type is B-negative. The killer cut Randolph, but we won't cut them any slack until they're under arrest. Thanks, Jan. So we have the murder weapon, and someone who has B-negative blood. You've done it again, Matthew. Whether aliens from Crep 9 are coming or not, nothing will stop you from arresting Randolph's killer. Let's put this bastard behind bars. Okay, now it's not Otto Schmetterling. It's not General Freeman. It's the Army scientist. Dr. Dunn, you're done. Jarvis Dunn, Commissioner Matthews arresting you for the murder of Randolph, the most harmless person in Rhine Canyon. He was indeed harmless. I am as baffled as you are about this whole situation. Who could have done this? You did, You did, Dr. Dunn. You have the expertise, and you even left food coloring from candy on Randolph's skin when you opened him up. Opened him up? In the middle of an abandoned fairground? That would highly meet my professional standards. Besides, my allergies are still bothering me. I'm too tired to hurt anyone. About that, Commissioner Matthew found Randolph's blood all over the bag of candy you were eating, and your allergy medication was mixed in with it. You're mistaken, Commissioner Matthew. I swear to you on a stack of Weird Science Monthly that I never hurt Randolph. Enough. Commissioner Matthew found the murder weapon. Not only was Randolph's blood on it, your type B negative blood was too. You don't understand. I did cut his body open, but Randolph is still alive. What the? Do you seriously expect us to believe the body in the morgue isn't Randolph's? It wasn't his real body. I only cut open the human shell to help Randolph escape from it. I wanted to help him. But when Commissioner Matthew arrived at the fairground, I told Randolph to hide and I ran away. I knew you'd never believe any of this. And you were right. Do you think we're children who believe in aliens, Dr. Dunn? Commissioner Matthew, you must believe me. Randolph is still alive and hiding at the abandoned fairground. Dr. Dunn, I see you're trying to plead insanity, but Randolph is dead and you're under arrest. Jarvis Dunn, you are standing trial for the murder by autopsy of Randolph. Did this guy even have a last name? Was he some kind of concept artist? Oh yeah, he was that little oddball who thought he was an alien. Wait, so he wasn't an alien? Yes, he was an alien, Your Honor, and he is not dead. I helped the real Randolph escape his human shell. Commissioner Matthew must go back to the abandoned fairground. They must help Randolph reunite with his Cretinine brethren. I had an alien teacher in high school. He came from the planet Bagatron, a charming man, but I don't think he'd have survived an autopsy. You sound very nice, Mr. Dunn, but I will go with the evidence on this, and the evidence tells me Randolph is dead. This court thereby sentences you to 10 years in prison. It doesn't matter. My life doesn't count. But Commissioner Matthew promised me you'll go help Randolph. You have to help him. Wow, Matthew, Jarvis Dunn needs some serious help. He's really convinced himself that he didn't kill Randolph. But no matter what tales he has to tell himself to sleep at night, he did autopsy Randolph. Roxy proved it. Matthew, why do I get the feeling that you're about to ask me something? You're not seriously intending to go check the fairground for traces of the real Randolph, are you? Of course I will come with you, but I really don't see the point. Randolph is dead, and no fairy tale will change that. Final match of the stars. We'll see you for that, but first, let's check out everybody else. Haku Kamaka almost made the cut, but he didn't wear night vision goggles. Astrid Saucer nearly made the cut, but her blood type is O positive. Otto Schmetterling, he was cleared when he doesn't have an allergy. General Freeman, this prick was cleared from the start. So we'll see you for the AI, and the final case on Ryan Canyon. Okay folks, it is Matthew, we are back. Let's do the additional investigation, Match of the Stars, Part 7. Matthew, I don't get why we came back here. Dunn was crazy. He killed Randolph and made up this story about an alien living inside to feel less guilty. How could there be an alien living inside Randolph's body? And how are we supposed to look for it? Alright, if you insist. Gosh, I can't believe I'm about to do this. Randolph, are you here? Oh, what was that? Something moved. Commissioner Matthew, Randolph is over here. Is it safe not to hide? What is your... Matthew, oh my gosh. Thanks for getting me back to the station, Matthew. I feel better now. I'm really sorry I fainted, but for a second there, I thought I'd seen an actual alien. Hello again. Eek! I can't believe it. Aliens aren't real. I must be hallucinating. Randolph is very real. This is my true form. No, it's not possible. Randolph was murdered, and he definitely wasn't an alien. Randolph can explain. Randolph was living in a fake body to make him look like a human. He could control it like a machine. If what you're saying is true and I'm really talking to a real alien, does that mean Dr. Dunn really opens up the body so you could get out? Yes, but then there was a big mean cat and Randolph got scared and ran away. Randolph didn't dare move until he heard Commissioner Matthews' voice. Hey guys, what are you What is that? Is that what I think it is? Hello, Earthling. An alien! I think I'm going to faint. Matthew, aliens aren't real. I knew it. Deep down, I knew it. It's too bad Frank's off duty. He'll never believe this. I got so many things to ask you about your alien technology, Mr. Alien. Randolph would be happy to explain... Wait a second, is that an alien? So they really exist? I'd like to run some psychological tests on you. Can you read minds? Are you telepathic? What is all this commotion, Matthew? I cannot... Hello again, Andrea. Randolph still remembers you when you were a little girl with a ribbon in your hair. You were so nice to Randolph. Randolph? You're real? So I wasn't crazy. Oh God, I think I'm going to cry. There's so much I want to talk to you about. You're right, Matthew. Andrea has been waiting to meet this alien again all her life. We should give them both some space. I need some fresh air anyway. Matthew, thank you so much for allowing me to reunite with Randolph. It means so much to me. Randolph wanted to see you again too, Andrea. Randolph realized that nobody would believe you, and he felt bad about it. We have to help Randolph escape before he's recaptured, Matthew. He's especially vulnerable without his human body, so we have to act fast. Randolph's friends are on their way to Earth to escort Randolph home. We need to help them land safely. They mustn't crash like Randolph. You're right, Matthew. We could go ask Haku for help. He was very excited about the arrival of the aliens. I still can't believe he was right about that. Randolph is glad, but Randolph will also need a spaceship. The evil general has taken it. Don't worry, Randolph. Matthew's not afraid of Freeman. We'll go to Area 61 and get your spaceship back. Matthew, are you ready? I can't believe I'm saying this, but let's go up an alien and get back to his home planet. I'll go to the army base first. No, I didn't get any yet. Oh boy. Matthew, did you find Randolph's spaceship? I still can't believe I'm saying such things. We're looking for a spaceship. For an alien. A real alien. Sorry, Matthew, I know we don't have time to dawdle. It's just a lot to take in. Anyway, you did find something, but it's broken. You'll have to repair it. And I will. Got 9. You did it, Matthew. You repaired Randolph's spaceship. It looks so strange. Is this thing really supposed to fly through space? I guess we better take it back to him. Or should I say, it. Hey, what are you doing here? E, we're just finishing off the investigation, that's all. You're lying, and you're trespassing on Army property, so you'd better talk before I have you court-martialed for treason, Commissioner Matthew. Whoa. Something's not right. Commissioner Matthew, you seem pretty attached to that Randolph guy. And what are you trying to hide behind your back? Is that the alien spaceship? Are you trying to help the filthy alien vermin escape? General Freeman, you're crazy. Aliens don't exist. We both know that's not true. Now give me the alien, Commissioner Matthew, or prepare to die. No, you know what? We're not going to let you intimidate us. You're not the only one working for the government here. I'm sick of you blocking our investigations. Here's your fine for threatening a police officer. And now if you'll excuse us, we have work to do. Phew, that was close, Matthew. For a moment there, I thought Freeman would shoot us both. You're right. He may still have second thoughts about letting us go. Let's make a run for it. About potential landing sites, Haku Kamaka. Haku, what Commissioner Matthews is about to ask you needs to stay between us. Do you understand? You cannot make a blog post about this. Ooh, this sounds exciting. It's about the Crep-9 aliens, right? SFAL received data showing they were on their way to Earth. Well, as a matter of fact, they are coming and we need to help them land safely. And you want me to help? Great. The safest place for them to land is the satellite field. Discreet and wide enough for a spaceship of moderate size. That's great, Haku. So you're really not shocked about any of this? About aliens being real? Of course not. I always knew Earth would make contact with aliens. Anyway, Commissioner Matthew, they'll also need a landing strip, or they might crash into a satellite. We'll need some kind of light source visible from afar. Commissioner Matthew's right. We can take care of that. Go to the field. We'll search the fairground for some lights. Jester hat. There we go. Bam! Alright, another OJ. Matthew, did you find anything here that could help us create a landing strip for the aliens? I can't believe I just asked you that. Is any of this real? Ah, at least you found something. There are spare lights written on this box. Sounds like what we need. The box is locked, but I'm sure you'll unlock it in a flash. Let's do it. H87, yeah. E3M. Just in the nick of time. Nicely done, Matthew. You got that box unlocked. And look, fairy lights. They should work as a landing strip for Randolph's friends because aliens are coming to Earth. It's really happening. Sorry, Matthew. I guess it's going to take me a little time to get used to the idea. I don't know how you're staying so calm. Anyway, let's send those lights to Hannah. She'll know how to make them work as a landing strip. "6 hours. I'm gonna let it run its course, and I will see you for that." Okay, folks, it is Matthew. We are back. I'm going to speed this up, even though there's just under 2 hours left. So, Matthew, Randolph and I had a look at the lights you found. Sorry, I just had to squeal. I still can't believe I asked an alien for help. An alien? Anyway, Randolph helped me program the fairy lights so they line up in a specific pattern, so his friends know it's safe to land there. Hannah is a very talented Earthling, Matthew, just like you. Oh, shush. I must look like an idiot compared to your super alien intelligence. Matthew, here are the lights. Give them to Haku so he can lay them on the satellite field to create a landing strip.
When he came back, he was himself again. I promise you, Jesse.
The lights to Haku.
That's what was it.
Haku, we brought you some lights to create a landing strip for the aliens. I'm sorry, no matter how many times I say these things, they're not sounding any less crazy. Haha, that's because you didn't believe until now. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. And thanks for the lights, Commissioner Matthew. I'll go place them at the satellite field. Just meet me there when you're ready. Great, Commissioner Matthew. We should make sure we've got everything we need. And could we stop for burgers on the way? All these emotions are making me faint.
Music. Jesse did come right back down, alone. Ray came back a few minutes later.
Well, I think we have everything. A spaceship, a landing strip. Gosh, this all sounds so surreal, Matthew. Here we are waiting for aliens to land. Randolph is very grateful to you all. And look, here are my friends. There they are. Whoop. Hello, my friends. I am here. Randolph. Finally, we've been looking for you for ages. Matthew, can you believe this? 2 more aliens. That makes 3 of them. Hello, Earthlings. We hope Randolph hasn't been a disturbance to you. Thank you for looking after him. Not at all, Mr. Alien, sir. Randolph, are you ready to leave? Actually, Randolph cannot leave yet. The Earthling technician has repaired Randolph's ship, but it still needs a battery. A battery? Like what we put in our remote controls? It is a little stronger than that. Randolph hit it when he first crashed on Earth, back at the fairground. Matthew, maybe we could go look for it? Even if this is all a dream, we may as well get to the end of it. Let's go to the fairground.
Jesse. You got Jesse. Wow. Simply right. Jesse, should we manage that?
Jesse was 15 when you were tried.
It took us a lot of years. Someone answer. 5.
Cannon, firecracker, kite, the bat, rabbit mask, price tag, robot, and the dinosaur. Matthew, I didn't want to say this in front of the aliens, but how crazy is this? Aliens on Earth, 3 of them. I guess it's good I'll never talk to anyone about this because nobody would believe me anyway. But I see you found a box of electronics. Let's have a look inside. Maybe Randolph's battery is in there. See it. There we go. Alien battery. I agree, Matthew. This thing you found in the box of electronics definitely doesn't look like a regular battery. This must be what Randolph is after. I guess we should send the battery to Hannah so they both can get the ship in working order. We're going to repair a spaceship. You know, if this is all a dream, I'm starting to hope I won't wake up from it. I think this is the second coins I've had. 6 hours. 9:53 p.m. is when it will be official. I'll let it run its course. I won't use any cash this time, so I'll see you for that. Okay, folks, it is Matthew. We are back. Let's get the results of the battery and wrap up this district in Ryan Canyon. We did it, Matthew. We inserted the battery you found in a Randolph spaceship. We ran a few tests. Everything's working perfectly. Randolph is happy, Matthew, and yet Randolph is also sad because Randolph is going to leave his new friends behind. Commissioner Matthew, they told me you'd be in here. They're... OMG, Randolph, it's you. You look exactly like I thought you would. Hello, Haku. Is there a problem? Oh, right. We need to talk. Let's find out what's on Haku's mind. Commissioner Matthew, I came to warn Randolph that a meteorite shower is expected in the vicinity of Mars. Oh dear, Randolph will need to recalculate his ship's trajectory. Don't worry, I did it for you. You just need to go past Venus, then do a detour around Pluto, and you'll be back on track. Thank you, Haku. You've always been a good friend to Randolph. No, thank you for proving to me that aliens really do exist. Please tell me you'll send me messages from Crep 9. There's still so much I need to ask you. Randolph will do it, but it is time for Randolph to leave now. We must go to the satellite fields. Of course, and Commissioner Matthew, I brought this for you. A special occasion requires a special outfit. Huh. No thanks. I'm still wearing that suit to honor Samuel King. Oh, Randolph, I wish you could have stayed longer. There was so much I wanted to talk to you about. Randolph, it's time to leave. Say goodbye to the Earthlings. Goodbye, little girl. Randolph will never forget you. Oh, Matthew, I think I'm going to cry. And there he goes, into his spaceship. Matthew, I feel like I'm 6 years old again. Commissioner Matthew, Randolph thanks you for everything you did for him. Randolph will always remember his visit to Earth. But it is time for Randolph to go. Goodbye, Earthlings. Goodbye. Yippee! He's gone. I can't believe this really happened. And how can I miss him already? Matthew, I'll see you back at the station. I think I need some time to think about things. We're about to go to the next district. Commissioner Matthew, congratulations on helping the alien escape. Alien? What alien? We don't know what you're talking about, Agent Z. I've been authorized to tell you that my agency, GIA, doesn't actually stand for Government Investigation Authority, but for Galactic Intelligence Agency. We were trying to help that alien escape and avoid any conflict with its planet, Crep 9. So congratulations, Commissioner Matthew. You've just helped avoid an intergalactic war. Wait, you're actually one of the good guys? Yes, we've been helping aliens for decades, but nobody can know about it. Which is why I must unfortunately take precautions to make sure none of you remember any of this. I'm sorry, it's GIA policy. What do you mean? What are you going to do to us? I'm just going to modify your memories. Is that what your agents did to me when I was a kid? Is that why I didn't remember anything after they left? Yes, I'm really sorry about this, but there is no other choice. It is for your protection as much as for ours. Commissioner Matthew, I would suggest you put on some sunglasses. My agency wants you to remember this. Please know that I hope we get a chance to work together in the future. Now, everyone else, can you please look at this device? Flash. Forget everything you've just seen. There was no alien, since aliens do not exist. Your investigations in Ryan Canyon are perfectly ordinary crimes, and you are now about to leave for Innovation Valley. What is happening? My head feels blurry. Don't worry, Commissioner Matthew. They'll feel fine in a few minutes. You will be the only one to remember that aliens visited Earth. I trust you will keep this secret safe. Farewell. Matthew, I don't think I can work today. My head is killing me. I can't even remember what made it hurt so badly. Me either. Did we go partying yesterday? I never get migraines, but my head is throbbing. I honestly don't know what happened, but I somehow feel at peace with myself. Hey there, Matthew. Why all the long faces? Have you been drinking without me? Not fair. Frank, shut up. Nobody's been drinking. At least not that I can remember. Anyway, Matthew, I think we're done with Ryan Canyon. It's time to visit another district. Innovation Valley is waiting for us. Great, we're finally leaving those crazy alien theories behind. What alien theories are you talking about, Frank? Well, I see. We're pretending nothing happened. Duly noted, and thanks. I couldn't take that silliness anymore. Frank, you should really stop drinking. Anyway, Matthew, I hope you will like Innovation Valley. There are a lot of very intelligent people there. You should feel right at home.
That's right, Anna. For Labor Day tomorrow, if you're heading out to the beach, we know it may be a hot spot, but we got some big waves and dangerous waves.
How many cases?
Tropical storm. Just take a look. We have a high surf.
Only 5.
10 to 15 feet, dangerously high surf for those southern.
That was my 101st case I completed. And we will begin Innovation Valley next.
Some choppy conditions out there.